Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Spelljammer Adventures in Arcane Space. So, last session, we had our big epic fight with the Deep Spawn, and the players were victorious without any deaths. So let's hop on over to the map and find exactly where they
It's a new
are.
thing though for some of us, I think.
Oh yeah, yeah, and your Giff friend, one of your Giff friends did. Holy
Wow.
cow, that is.
It's the flash round. He'll get over it.
Yeah, he got better. I don't know what the heck was going on with my
Yeah,
Got
we
2 hit
saved
points.
panning there for a second. Alright. So I'm just going to go ahead and reveal the rest of the map down here so that you guys can see what's going on.
At this point, yeah, because unless there's more enemies kicking around, there's...
Alright, so you're at the edge of a little pool. The corpse of the Deep Spawn is there in the center of its pile of hoarded treasure. Your Giff friend Corporal Turgood is unconscious, but he was luckily brought up to 2 hit points by Ockar before the battle ended. And where are my other sheets? Ah, there they are. All right.
I think one of the things I have is a large backpack, so I don't know what other people have.
Well, we'll certainly see what can be carried out of here. Immediately after the battle, Beloriana is going to run over to Corporal Turgood and check on his wounds, do some binding and everything like that, make sure that he is okay. Urgoth goes and retrieves the warhammer that you guys lent him, and he walks over to Higgimus and sheepishly hands it over to him and says, I kind of suspect this is maybe a little cursed.
So you didn't get very much good use out of it, huh?
No, pats his battle axe. I got plenty of use out of her though, and she's always stood by me. I think I'll stick with her.
Shot. Did I shoot any
That's
arrows
interesting.
last combat? Yeah, I did.
I think
Well, thank you for the help.
I think you got them back. Aye. It was a good battle. Something to tell the kids about, certainly.
Definitely. If you excuse me, I need to go check on my troops here.
Understood. And he
I'll
starts
walk over there.
idly looking through the treasure hoard.
Yeah.
The 3 Giff with Corporal Turgood, once he's stabilized and woken back up a bit, they salute you, Higgimus, as you come over, and say, "Sir, we're gonna take Turgood out of here. Get him proper treatment, sir. Unless you need us further, sir."
No, that should be good. Thank you.
Understood. They
Payment will be delivered after we get out of here.
Okay, go ahead and give me an etiquette proficiency check, please.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God.
Was that a no-no?
You'll see.
Okay.
We are in like a
pass
mound
or
of
fail?
massive treasure and stuff.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
I fail, probably. Yeah, my charisma's 14. I'm guessing etiquette's charisma, right?
Should say on your character sheet.
Hard knowledge. I'm trying to find it.
It's,
It's 14 unmodified. Yeah, you failed it.
Okay.
No, all right. They nod and I mean, they don't make any comment or you don't notice anything questionable about their response. It's standard perfunctory soldiery nod and salute as they escort Turgood out of there.
Whoops.
Well, you don't necessarily know that that was the wrong thing to say. It might have been something else that I was having you roll this on. So,
Oh, gotcha.
I mean, if anyone else has the etiquette proficiency, you can also check.
I could roll my charisma.
I'll just roll my good luck, Sid. Silver tongue.
I'll do a Fonzie thing.
Uh,
Is there a jukebox somewhere?
Oh well, whatever happens, I can say it's because I haven't been outside Gift Society for a little bit.
All right, no, it's fine. We can. You know, it's a failed roll, so it's fine.
Yep, that's fine. Let's go back to the treasure then.
Do you?
I'm gonna look around to make sure there's no enemies first.
Okay. You find in the around here, over here, there are some sleeping mats. If you had to guess, back in this corner is where Korlek and his fine Grimlock females slept. These were Grimlocks. I can tell you if you're for those wondering. Obviously, your characters don't know that, but I'm just gonna use the term now. Now that they're all dead.
We'll find.
I'm sorry?
We'll find out when we tell. We'll probably find out when somebody talks to Luigi. They can figure out what they were.
You have to remember the
Perhaps.
hair, or at least Lever did.
I'm sorry?
Lever couldn't remember the hair. That was like a telltale sign of
hair
him.
was the deciding factor there.
Yeah, but at the same time, you've also been back down here again, so and seen some of them again. It's not that big of a deal. You also find an old and now very cold forge over here. At a guess, that was where some tools and weapons were forged. There's no chimney or anything like that, so the ceiling above it is covered in black soot and everything like that. It's just a crude forge, not in very good shape or useful for anything at this point. It's very old.
I call weaponsmithing, but I'm not going to.
Got
Because mine is a 12 minus 3, so...
Let me check.
Couldn't you do a proficiency check just to see if you recognized anything of
Can I
note?
do my proficiency armor to see if I notice anything?
Sure.
Armor proficiency. What does that do?
All
Let me
right.
have a look.
The forge is it has some telltale signs of dwarven design. At a guess, it doesn't look like it's been used in decades at this point. There's an old hammer, an old anvil, but little else of interest around there. A couple old tools like tongs and stuff like that, but they're in very poor shape, rusty, not worth picking up, carrying.
This looks like it was a dwarven forge. Very old. Very interesting. I say as I look things over and pick up the hammer and look it over some, seeing if it would be any use for forging, and then deciding since it's all rusty, I just place it back down.
All right.
Is there any religious markings on any of them? Do you know what? Because dwarves normally pay tribute to a certain smithing god when they forge stuff.
Nope. Nothing that you can see. There are no real significant distinguishing or personal markers or anything about it.
Okay. Let me check.
What kind of... You said there was mushrooms down here. Are there any, smaller mushrooms, I suppose? Like tree saplings? Like, any small things?
This area is pretty much clear of any fungal growths that you can find, other than maybe some small, tiny mushrooms here and there. But
Okay, so
this
I can.
seems to be, I mean, this
I mean,
is
throughout the whole area.
yeah, down in this spot near the pool. This is basically clear. And you'd guess the ground is in such a way there's a mixture of stone and hard packed earth. Looks like a lot of feet have walked through this area over the years.
I think I'm giving you the wrong kind of. You're guessing at the wrong thing of what I was going to ask.
Okay.
Here's the shot. I was thinking of making like some form of like travois or something, so we can like cart stuff out. If we could chop down a mushroom, like an improvised travois.
So you want ones that would function
construction,
as poles.
Yeah.
No, and now the mushrooms further out in the cave, in the large cave area, while certainly large, they're not woody in nature.
So
none of them, you couldn't carve anything out of any of them that would be that would support weight at all.
Could our engineer roll for something in this whole dungeon that he might have seen that we could use for something like that?
I think Xanfir had the engineering.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
I could check his character
thought it
sheet
was
to
Nico.
make sure.
Unless someone else has engineering.
Someone's got carpentry. You do right, fudge it.
It's got Spelljammer.
Oh yes, Xanfir did have engineering.
Braxon could try carpentry. I mean, spelljamming carpentry is still, he couldn't use that to make a cabinet, at least not a very good one, but basic carpentry stuff of turning, cutting, carving wood into very simple tools is fully covered by that if he wants to make a check along those lines.
How heavy is that stuff anyway?
Engineering isn't in the player's handbook, damn.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
I'm not seeing it.
It's in there.
how heavy is it?
How
Well,
It's
heavy
all
is
we're
what?
trying to make it.
Priest, really? And wizard. Okay.
What tool are you trying to make out of a mushroom?
He wants to.
obviously,
He
I
wants
want to make a
to.
travois.
Yeah, something to, dump the treasure onto that you can drag or carry.
Ah,
It's like a Canadian thing. You have two long
I
poles
think
and you
we-
have
I-
like
I
a tarp
think-
along it.
I think that there was a few tables further back that we didn't break.
How heavy is it anyway, the treasure that we're trying to move?
No one's really taken a look at it yet.
I had said I was
I'm
going
gonna
to the
start
treasure,
taking-
but I was just waiting
I
for you to
mean-
say something about it.
All right, I missed that then. I'm sorry.
it could be a mimic.
Please no.
Well, I'll have a hard time swallowing me, so.
You'll start devouring it.
All right, a quick
Ew, gross.
survey
That's meat.
of the treasure shows that there's a lot of coins. There's a lot of coins, but the coins on the top have been variously heavily deformed, melted, by the fireball. There are some other other objects besides just coins. Certainly the items that the weapons that the Deep Spawn was using. You notice a suit of a helmet, a suit of golden mail, some other objects. But do you guys want to take the time to really sort
Anybody
through
have
it right now?
detect magic?
No, we just want to grab it, I think.
Don't.
I mean,
Okay,
there
let
might
me
be
put
stuff
it.
in there
Let me
that's
put it this way.
rubbish.
I'm apparently not describing this well enough. You can't just grab this. This is a pile of treasure. At a conservative, very conservative estimate, there are over 2,000 coins here.
Right.
How
Of
much
various
can Higgimus carry is
types.
the real question.
I guess we start shoveling it into Higgimus's backpack.
1 second here. How about we separate this out? The the melted coins, put that off to the side in one pile. The different type of items in one pile, and then the coins in a different pile.
That's a good call.
And then
And if we
gems in
can't
a
carry it
different
all,
pile.
sorry. If we can't
Gems
carry it
in
all, we can
another.
carry out the most valuable stuff.
Standard treasure looting procedures. Do we need to roll for this?
No. I mean, looting is for when you just want to grab something and it's. I'm talking about the proficiency here because there's a looting proficiency. It's
Yeah, the most valuable thing.
glance quickly and just subconsciously realize that X item is the most valuable, so you grab that one.
I do have a non-weapon proficiency that I haven't picked yet.
Right, but like right now, as far as you can tell, there's no immediate danger. You guys can go through this individually, separate out the coins by type if you wanted. And there's a lot of things that you could do here. It's
That'd be a good idea too, actually.
how
Could
you
I
want to do it.
use appraisal to speed this up to have like an overarching glance of like what's good, what isn't good?
Let me see exactly how that's described.
Oh, also, is it possible, Leva, do you think you could tell us what might be magical or not?
Yeah, but I'd need to rest.
Okay.
Do you have a Nahal's Reckless to Eomer memorized?
Oh, I should be able to use that one still, yes.
I mean, you could try.
Oh God.
You could try and shape detect magic.
Yes.
Oh no.
All right, let's everybody get out of range, and I'll try and do that.
All magical items become non-magic.
I'm gonna back away very
I
quickly.
don't know if that works with identify magic. See, I think there's little differences in.
We already did it. I don't know whether you missed that, but we already did one session where I used all sorts of things. Among them, I used it to detect magic and to identify items.
When the wizard says back away, the paladin starts backing away very quickly.
Yeah, I back away,
Um,
having a recent bad experience with a mage.
Well, I mean, weren't you one of the ones who came down to the altar with the room with the altar with me, where we talked about the range, the risks of me doing a wild magic spell?
I think that was just
Yeah.
Braxon and Higgimus.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Braxon.
I just back away. Is it part of everybody else?
So the two of you can inform the others what the risks are.
Yeah, she can do weird things with her spells sometimes if she uses like a certain one.
Like Zamfir weird? You know, because
she
none
said
of
it
us
could be
saw that
dangerous.
coming.
She said it could be dangerous. It's best off to back off. She said a certain amount of feet, and we'll quote that much. So.
I'm just going to point this out here. There's a lot of loot here. I don't want it to magically disappear.
Well,
I would be a very, very sad individual, especially my class being a thief. You know, I'll go. It's not going to be very happy.
I'll look over to you and be like, well, there's still those snails.
while we're backing off, should we take a look at these mushroom things?
I leave it up to you. I mean, if you decide that you prefer to do it the standard way, then let's do it the standard way.
Sounds
I'm
like-
just role playing here.
It sounds
I'm
like
fine with
everyone's
you doing
backing
it.
off. If Leva wants to cast it,
Yeah,
So-
I'd say go for it.
Then
It's just
they
money.
want me to do it. Let's do it. So
Do it.
I cast Reckless Duomo for detect magic.
okay, and
I'm gonna back away like 40 feet.
I'm going further because I remember the fireball.
So the well, some of you were saying might as well take the opportunity to take a look at the mushrooms, right?
Yep.
Yeah, someone said that.
All right. While Leva is doing her spell, you can check out the rest of the cave. I went ahead and revealed the rest of that. And Leva, it's half wisdom plus your level, so that should be 7 plus 3 now to the excuse me, the Wild Surge.
Well, don't you roll that?
I am.
Should
I did, and I already did, and I'm about to tell you exactly what it does once I double check how this affects the spell. Do-do-do-do-do.
Yes.
Okay.
Please don't
You
spell everything.
realize upon casting this that it is detecting magic in a wider area, and you assume a longer area than normal. Detect magic detects normally a 10-foot path by 60 feet long, and you realize that it's 20 feet wide, and at a guess, 120 feet long.
Wow.
Yeah. Spell effectiveness, range, duration, area of effect, damage, etc. increases 200%.
Wow.
Oh God. So does that means it lasts longer too? God.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just to detect magic. It's not nothing bad for anybody.
More potent version of it.
Yes.
So,
That was the 100 result on the table for you, if you're wondering.
Wow.
whoa.
So, you can detect magic, and you do see some magic amongst the treasure. You can sweep around the chamber a bit. You can also tell the type of magic for everything that you've got. This includes all the stuff that you've already have that's glowing. But there's only 30. Well, actually, double effectiveness, 60% chance for everything. So, I'll be rolling for everything. If you want to try to figure out what type of magic it's displaying.
Yes.
Okay. All right. First of all, the sword that the Deep Spawn was using.
The longsword?
Yep, longsword. Is revealed to be magical.
I guess I could take the longsword.
And you cannot tell what type of
yeah.
magic that is radiating.
I cannot.
Damn it.
Nope.
Okay.
I can hear an ice cream van. Sorry.
What? Are you gonna go right after it?
No.
All right. Assuming that you call some of the rest of the party back to sort through the items, because you can see that there's some things. There's some radiations of magic coming from beneath the coins, and they basically need to be cleared to.
I definitely do that.
Okay.
I call them like, hey, people, I
didn't.
a very positive influence. I can detect much more than I would have detected normally. So come back. Let's have a look.
All right.
Alright, Braxon goes back.
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
never
go
left.
back.
I never backed up so far. I couldn't see her anymore. But
Okay. You find amongst the piles of coins, there's a ring. It appears to be made of braided gold and copper wire. That is radiating abjuration magic. I hope you guys are writing this down, by the way.
abjuration.
Yeah, I'm trying.
All right. Let's see. There is a leather pouch,
Magic.
but you are
There's a
not able to
pouch.
tell what type of magic that has.
Hey, Yeldin, could you not talk to yourself when he's trying to go over this? It's kind of hard to hear him.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, put yourself on mute or something, or push to talk or something like that. That might be the best.
Okay, I got leather pouch.
All right, you got the ring as well?
Braided golden copper ring magical. Yep.
Okay. There is a clay jar that is radiating alteration magic. I think. May have to double check that. It's fine, whatever. When in doubt, it's alteration. Or enchantment.
What was the leather pouch?
Which one gives +1s again?
So the leather pouch, I should looking at the leather pouch, On the front of it, there is a round disc embroidered into it with gold thread, and it's a bearded dwarf in profile.
I would like to identify that one.
Okay, well, you used up your Null's Reckless Dweomer for this.
Yes, I know.
So you got the clay jar of oil. That's what's inside of it. And it was alteration. Next up is... there's a small ceramic container that, opening it, it has some sort of ointment in it. You can't tell what type of magic it's radiating.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, small ceramic, what?
Container. It's like a kind of like a container, a small container that you'd have cream or makeup in.
Gotcha.
There's also some scrolls. Scrolls don't really radiate specific magic. I mean, they'll radiate the type of magic that the spells show, and I'm not gonna go over that. And they're all in one bone scroll case. You'll have to do read magic to get a good idea of what they are.
How many scrolls were there?
There's opening it up. There's 4 sheets of paper in there.
Nice, nice.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up the longsword and look it over.
Okay, the hilt is in the shape of some sort of reptile. The eyes are made of amethyst.
Okay, I'm gonna hold on to it, and so if I get a chance to test it out.
What do the others say?
Higgimus
to
is
that?
saying,
Yeah.
hold on.
Uh,
Yeah,
I'm gonna ask if it's okay.
I'm eyeing that sword.
Yeah, I'll say hold on for a moment. We'll dish out loot later. Mainly because you're a new person, right?
Yeah, I'm new, so
Yeah,
I'm going to
yeah.
let the other guys take a look at it too.
Yeah, so hold on with that.
You also find
Put it in the pile.
radiating just a tiny little bit of magic. There is a silver vial that has been melted, and whatever was inside it has leaked out or boiled away or something like that. There was also a glass vial that cracked and no longer has any liquid inside of it. They're just radiating a faint residual magic now.
Okay.
What a pity.
In addition, you also find a broken wand that is radiating some residual magic.
No.
Ah,
And
Would the
What
wand
was
be
that?
possible to repair? Or
No.
I don't know that, do I?
no.
no. What was it? The ends were capped with brass, and it's just you can't tell exactly what type of wood it is anymore because of the charring.
Probably worthless now, huh?
Maybe.
Brass might not be, but
All right, now since you've got the detect magic up, obviously you can tell that the Warhammer, most weapons are going to radiate enchantment magic. So the Warhammer, the two-handed sword, those are radiating enchantment magic. The wand that you found up a level, that radiates divination magic.
divination.
Oh, hold on a second here.
It might be a wand of identify.
This is the one Captain Silver.
Yeah, it's the one that we found with a bunch of gems.
The plain gold ring that you guys got a while back, that is radiating abjuration magic.
Abjuration.
Someone picked that up. We
Like the other
deleted them
ring?
out.
think that's the one that Braxon grabbed.
Okay.
Was that the ice cream truck?
Can you hear that?
I just
Yes.
did.
Yeah. It's running over all the fat kids.
Also,
There's no kids around there.
the brooch and the amulet, those are also both radiating abjuration magic.
Abjuration, protective spells, maybe. My character wouldn't know that.
Alright, so that's the stuff that's detecting as magical.
Okay.
So the gold ring was
I'm wearing the brooch, so I actually do. I add it here.
Okay. Braxon, you ask something?
What about my arrows?
Yeah, those are radiating enchantment.
Okay.
So did you say that gold ring was abjuration?
Yes.
What type of magic did you say the leather pouch was?
You weren't able to tell that.
Oh, okay.
Or Leva was not able to tell that.
I don't think we were able to tell about the sword either.
It's fairly unlikely, but I'm hoping for a bag of holding.
Well, that's why
Bit
I wanted
optimistic.
to identify it. That's why I wanted to identify it, just in case.
Well, amongst the items that do not radiate magic, you find some other objects like the, I mentioned a golden dwarven helm. There are amethysts and a single sapphire on it. There is a suit of golden mail. It's smaller than what a human would wear. You also find a golden signet ring. There's on the ring are 2 winged dogs facing a sword pointed down.
Show that to our dwarven expert here.
See if you could tell what metal it is.
Yeah. Urgoth, to see
Well,
if he can
gold.
recognize the crest.
Oh, so it's purely ornamental.
Well, it's not radiating magic. There was also a what was once a silver chalice, but it has deformed from the fireball. It is studded with small garnets and star rose quartz.
Sorry.
Alright, I'm gonna put all the deformed coinage in a pile.
We've been doing that.
Yeah, I guess.
Do you guys want to actively count out the rest of the coins?
No, we're not counting the coins, we're sorting the coins.
Well, right, but
As
do you
in,
actively
all the
want to
fucking-
count the coins?
May as
Just
well
for
count-
F Smith.
Only if the gold and the platinum. If there's like 2,000.
Yeah.
Maybe Electrum. Don't know, depends how much there is.
If we waste, then I could actually learn what's it called? Thingy's guess, Hornum's guess or something. I could tell you how many coins there are, since I do see the whole
An
group of
estimate.
coins, don't I?
Yeah.
So I could actually tell people how much there is.
Well, right now we're sorting out from the things that lost the value. The chalice is still technically valuable, even if it's deformed.
Yeah, it's got gems on it.
Rest.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I
And
mean, you could
The wand.
You
Sad
could
about the wand.
still count the coins. I mean, it would probably take less time to count the coins than rest and memorize Hornung's guess.
You said there's gems. What were?
There are gems. There are. They're fairly easy to count out, so you find you recognize them as many of the same types of gems that you picked up previously. So there are some sapphires, some blue sapphires.
How many?
There's 4 of them. You get
Okay.
6 garnets.
The burgundy red ones.
3 amethysts.
amethyst are the purple ones, right?
No, the blue. Oh wait, yeah, purple. Yeah.
There are 10 star rose quartz.
10 more? So that's the. Are they the carbonate cut or whatever?
They're Capricorn cut.
Yeah, that's what I'm making sure. Because different cuts mean different things.
Yeah, you basically only do Capricorn cut with anything that shows asterism, because that's the only way you see the asterism. And there's a cat, apparently.
That's my cat. He's trying to get on me.
It's probably my cat who's walking all over the treasure pile, somehow following us.
I hope he didn't follow you last time, because there's not much chance for a
A
cat
dead
to
cat.
survive a fireball.
It's got high reflex, but I don't know if that doesn't apply in second edition.
Yeah.
No, he probably stayed he probably was exploring the caves further back.
Any others?
Yes, there are 9 fluorospars. They are the small blue faceted gems.
Pale blue?
Yep.
You said
He's
there's 9
probably
of those?
laying on top.
9 of them.
He's probably meowing at me, laying on top of the pile of misformed coins. There we
I
go.
find that extremely uncomfortable.
And what'd you call them again? What were they called?
Fluorospars. Fluorspar.
Lots of gems.
Now, do you actually want to count the coins, or do you just want to carry them out? Like pour them into sacks and carry them out.
Now, I don't know how this works, but the coins that are malformed are not worth as much as they used to be, right?
Correct. Basically, at this point, you need to they get sold as scrap.
I was counting them up.
All right.
Okay.
Everyone else want to help
How big is
it?
the gold pile and how big is the platinum pile?
I'm gonna help out counting stuff if needed.
Okay. In terms of
counting
coins
them.
that are not deformed, you find 123 platinum pieces.
Wow.
How much did the higher help cost?
Not that much.
No, not that much.
858 gold pieces. 367 electrum pieces. 581 silver pieces.
Very precise to count.
And 470 copper pieces. Well, you said you were counting them. I asked if you guys wanted to count them, so.
Yeah, I'm surprised that you have very precise numbers for this.
I like that much. I hate seeing a treasure hoard described in an adventure and saying there are 2,000 gold pieces, because there are never 2,000 gold pieces. There are never 10,000 silver pieces. It's never going to be that even, unless of course you're talking about a counting house that has gotten rid of the excess in some manner, or it's like treasure that's been stored in specific bags. Like you could find a bag of 500, 2 bags of 500, and then a bag of 323 or something like that.
Yeah, but a hoard would never be like that because it's all big ass pile.
Well, and it's brought in from so many different sources and everything like that. It's never going to be even. I hate it when it's even. That gets my OCD going. So.
Now the real question is this ancient coinage?
Wait, when do you hate if it's not even if it's your OCD?
Yeah. If it bothers my OCD because it feels wrong.
Okay.
Now, the real question of this is this all ancient coinage?
It is, but the nature of Spelljammer is that no one cares.
Okay.
Coins are worth the face value. Unless you specifically find a collector interested in that specific type of coinage. That's basically the only way that ancient coinage is going to be worth more than what you'd expect,
Okay.
or more than
I
face value, I
suppose-
should say.
I suppose those melted coins are deep and crisp and even.
Equally
how much-
melted.
Well, I mean, some are melted almost beyond recognition. Some are just slightly deformed. Theoretically, you could probably pass them off as coins. But
we had to get them reminted.
Brawl doesn't mint their own coins,
No.
so you'd have to go someplace else. It's too small. They just use whatever coinage is brought in, and basically, short of different sizes and weights, any gold coin brought in is worth the same as any other gold coin, assuming that they're approximately the same size and weight and everything like that.
Or we could melt them down and sell the gold.
Yeah, can we not just sell it as gold if it's equal value?
Well, coinage is worth more than just the gold content.
Yeah.
Because of the nature
because
of
currency.
Yeah.
That's true, but we went through that. When was it? Some time ago.
Well, we
and
can sell it as scrap, basically.
melt it down and sell the gold for which is still worth more than just scrap.
Well, I mean, when I say scrap, I mean that you would go to like a goldsmith and give him the gold coins and the silver coins and stuff like that, and then and the electrum coins, and then the copper coins could just be given to any old metalsmith who works in brass and bronze and copper.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not going to be worth the same amount as the coins themselves.
Give you an estimate lump sum.
Yeah, I mean, and that's basically what'll happen. That you'll just get a lump sum for all the scrap coinage.
I got a question. How much does the coinage that we find weigh?
50 to a pound.
I gotta do
Equals?
math. Ugh.
Well, Higgimus is
We don't have a container big enough to hold that much coinage.
I was
Does anybody
just-
have a sack?
Actually, wait. I think I actually got a sack.
What size?
Higgimus has plenty of holding stuff. He's got
Oh,
his large
I thought-
backpack. He's got large belt pouches. He has.
I have a large
sacks.
sack.
I totally
There we
forgot.
go.
I have a tent. Levi is always prepared to camp out
Even
something.
hauling a tent.
Is around the tent, so you could take the tent and use it to make some a sled out of it.
We have a large sack. A large sack should be able to hold that much coinage.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think.
gonna pull out the large sack from my backpack and show it to you guys.
I'm not too concerned about the actual storage space. I'm more concerned about the weight. And I did a
Well,
quick check earlier.
Higgimus can-
Higgimus can carry it.
It's 48.
So
It's 48 pounds, guys.
yeah,
It's
the only thing that I'm concerned about in terms of space is that if that things logically be separated out. So in other words, if you've got spell components and you want them to be close at hand, then you need to have a belt pouch, for example.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So as long as you've got a backpack, as long as you can carry the weight, I'm not too concerned about, having sacks and stuff like that. But Ockar has a sack, so that's fantastic. You can put it in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna give the sack to Higgimus, and we're gonna start shoving the gold and stuff into the sack.
Yeah, it's only like 48 pounds. It's not a big deal.
Of the coins. Now, what do we want to do with the melted coins?
Does this mean we don't need to make something out of mushrooms to carry these?
Yeah.
We do not.
Because I just remembered, Leva just remembered that she had a tent with her, so you could use the tent and make a sled out of it.
Yeah. I was just wondering if we could turn them into wheels, but that would be a bit of work.
Anyways, as
Um,
I was
Also, you're able to recover some of the weaponry, both that the enemies were using and the ones that you lent to the Grimlock tribesmen. A lot of them have been damaged and destroyed. For example, Higgimus, your old two-handed sword is now worthless. That one was destroyed. So
it's fine. I was able to upgrade off their back. So
exactly. You got to trade in. So you're able to recover 2 warhammers, and if you guys want to take them, you can. If you don't want to take them, just don't write them down.
Oh no, we got that.
I'm just saying. 3 shields.
We can sell them.
What type of shields are they?
They're medium shields.
Didn't we pick up a magical shield?
Yeah, Higgimus has got it.
Okay.
2 suits of mail armor, sized for dwarves. And if you didn't...
I was thinking we let our dwarven friend take the golden dwarven mail.
Yeah, and if you didn't pick up on it, that's dwarven size to the other one.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The one in the pile we can give to the dwarf friend.
All right, that's cool. Does anyone mind if we give him the dwarven armor or stuff?
Oh.
Now keep in mind, Lafdul, you would recognize even without a proficiency check that that's ceremonial armor, not like combat armor.
Yeah, it looks.
Yeah, I was thinking of giving him. That's his share of the value of the. Basically, I was thinking.
Does he value practical over? We don't know.
Well, no, I'm just wondering in case people thought that they were giving him a like a well-made suit of armor that he could go into battle with. It's ceremonial, so.
Something to show his kids,
I was
basically.
thinking giving it to him, 1, because it's dwarven armor. 2,
Oh,
it's probably worth quite a bit.
Urgos, is there anything you'd like to have in particular?
He heard the talk about giving him the mail. I'd take that mail. It's a fine suit and definitely something to tell the kids about.
There you go.
All right.
I think we should ask him whether he wants anything else.
Mm.
Well, Lafdul, how much do you think that armor would be worth?
Do I do an appraisal check on it?
Yeah. What's your score?
I am. Card sheet. Appraisal 13.
All right. You're pretty sure that it's worth upwards of somewhere between 600 and 800 gold pieces.
Yeah, that's his share.
Okay.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's gold.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a suit of
basically
golden
solid
armor.
gold.
It'd be something he would keep, though, if he's a sentiment. I don't think he would literally sell it.
Mm-hmm.
But
He can carry it himself if he wants it.
Yeah, you can just
Yeah.
ignore it now. Don't, if you wrote it down already, take it off.
Yeah. Is he wearing armor right now too?
Yeah, he's wearing a suit of mail.
So male. Okay, so he doesn't need this other male here. Huh?
No, and all of this other stuff, it needs to be cleaned, oiled, etc., sharpened before being sold.
Gotcha.
There's also 3 light crossbows. Again, they need like restringing and everything like that, but
how many bolts?
as far as I'm concerned, the bolts were all destroyed.
Okay.
I didn't do anything specific.
No
for them,
magical.
so that wasn't worth it. Yeah, all of this stuff is non-magical. There's a short sword.
Is it the same dwarven one I had? Would I recognize it?
Yes, that would be the one that you had. So you can take that.
I will take that one again. No one objects.
Yeah, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's not magical, so yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a backup.
3 battle axes and 2 hand axes. You also find where you remember Ragic going down the charred remains of his belt pouch and some melted coins in there.
Was there any meat? well roasted meats now.
It is. It got. I mean, he had eaten
Devoured.
most of it by that point anyway. But yeah, it was anything remaining was. Actually, no. You don't see any of it at all. You know that he did not finish eating it, but there is none left.
Okay. I'll just include that with the coin slag.
Yeah. And I'll just give you the price when you guys go to sell that stuff.
Yep. What I got? Okay, I have to ask about the silver chalice.
Yep.
Would you sell that as slag, or what would you sell that as?
You would basically sell it to a silversmith, and they would either salvage the parts from it, the gems, take them off, or try to pound it back out or something like that. It would be up to them. I mean, it's more valuable than the coins, but it's still mostly a ruined piece of...
Really, most of the value in that left is probably the gems.
Upon Yeldin asking the party this, Lafdul mentions, "Oh, I know a silverware shop," but he keeps it to himself. He's low mumble.
All right, sure.
He's fumbling his holy symbol, but hopefully no one
So
tags on top.
how much do we owe the help?
Well, most of that was already paid. The money, you do owe the Giff a charge of smoke powder each, which is 25 gold pieces.
So 75 gold.
100, because there were 4.
Oh, forgot
Yeah.
there's 4 of them.
Yep.
I was thinking 2
You
and
didn't,
1.
you didn't count the one that fell asleep.
That's okay. That's not too bad.
Let's go ahead and take that out right now.
Now, Beloriana didn't come down here on a promise of treasure, but...
Yeah.
Could I do a religion check to see what's appropriate? Like a tribute or something,
No, because that really wouldn't be a...
How about 100 electrum pieces?
Well, it'd be a donation to a god.
Right, that's basically what it would be. It wouldn't... there's no...
That's what I was trying to roll in for. Maybe I might know that. Because it's similar-ish.
There's no fixed amount.
Yeah, 100 electrum pieces for her, I guess.
Yeah. Don't clerics use silver coins for making holy water?
Huh?
Uh-huh.
I don't think so.
I thought it was a material component.
Do we know that?
I don't know.
The priest
Or
would.
is that advanced knowledge you just brought up?
No, Braxon wouldn't know that. I was just thinking that
As
might be
far
used.
as I know, I've got no idea because it's up from the high priest.
So
Yeah,
Never mind.
I
So
don't
what
think so.
Thinking.
we could ask her what she prefers to have.
Yeah. I prefer just to ask, what she
Yeah,
was
we can.
preferred to have.
Okay, we can ask her what she would like.
she's
What
basically
would you-
going to say whatever you feel is appropriate.
100
Well,
electrum pieces.
No, well,
There we go.
let's ask differently. Let's ask her, is there anything at all in this pile of treasures that we are looking at that you would actually like to have?
Oh, it wouldn't be for me. It would be for
The
Neuralis's
church.
Yes?
service. A suitable donation would be fine.
What do you think a suitable donation would be, looking at all of this stuff?
Probably
It's really not my place
some of the
to say.
gold.
All right.
I elbow Lever saying probably
Yeah, we're
about
100.
500 if I was to be honest. Considering the amount of spells she's used on her.
500 gold?
Yeah.
Wait,
Not
wouldn't that be?
gold, no.
That's a bit much.
That's a bit much. I was thinking 100 electrum, or maybe all the electrum. Get rid of it.
Yeah.
Why are you so against Electrum?
Cause it's a freaking hard. It's an odd. It's really odd. Platinum
I
is
like
no
still
it
reason to
right
get rid of
because
it when
it's
we
at
can
the
just
top.
spend it.
So we give her 367 electrum? Just because you don't, you think it's an odd currency?
No, we shouldn't get rid of all of it. That's stupid.
Oh, how about 300 then?
A paladin shouldn't be disagreeing with this. He should be agreeing with all the money goes there.
Hey, I'm looking out for you guys. I'm just gonna get like a small bit of.
How about how much is this? I like the idea of giving away like items. How much is the ring
Look.
idea? How much is like that gold signet ring? Do you think might be worth?
The one with divination on it?
I thought that was
No,
not the
the-
magical one.
All right,
Just
let
a
me.
gold
Car
signet
stuff.
ring.
Lafdul, do you want to do appraisal on the ring?
I don't mind. Yeah, sure. It's fair
Well,
to
I mean, people are asking how much it's worth.
Yeah,
You're the only one
go,
who can tell
go.
them.
Also, paladins are lawful good, not lawful stupid.
Yeah, I mentioned that in the other chat in another Discord.
It's worth between 100 and 150 gold pieces. It's very high quality gold, very detailed.
So we hold the ring to her and ask, would this be enough for you? Do you think, as in lieu of a donation?
Oh, indeed, this would be more than suitable. Thank you very much.
There we go. Gold ring off the list. Yay. All right.
It
What
was
else?
appropriate to give her that.
All right. I'll turn towards the
Do we
paladin.
owe anybody else money, or is that
Yeah,
it?
we owe the paladin money. I'll turn
Oh.
towards the paladin. Like I see you eyeing that sword there.
Yes, it's a very
I'm
fine
eyeing it
blade.
too, though.
I'll kind of turn to the rest of the group. Be like, I don't mind. I got my own nice sword here. What do you think, Braxton? You'd be the only other person I would think that might.
Braxon and
interested in
Yeldin
that
both
sword.
use longswords.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I use a longsword, so
I
that looks
used
like
2 long
the-
swords. I.
We first wait until we identify it.
Maybe.
Talk about it then.
At the same point, you're sitting on piles of magical items that you are waiting to identify.
Yeah.
Because strangely
Yeah,
enough, we never seem to get any pearls.
Yeah.
Strangely enough, pearls come from the ocean. There's not a whole lot of oceans around here.
Yeah.
What are you
They're
talking
in the
about?
space sea. The space barrels.
No, we just gotta
Let's
find
just make
space
it up.
clams.
In that case, I suggest that with the additional spells that I have that I can memorize, I don't even know how many more it is. We repeat the exercise we did last time and go down into the altar room so we don't hurt anyone else, and have me identify everything using the spell.
Nahal's Reckless Dweomer.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, but there's also the chance of
Or
everything going terribly
we
wrong.
might be, or
I'm
we
so-
might be able to actually afford to identify spell now.
I didn't, James, I didn't understand at all what you said.
I said, but there's always a chance of everything going horribly wrong with the Reckless Dweomer.
Yeah, there's always a
yeah,
chance.
well, that's the risk we take.
Yeah.
I'd say if more than one of us wants a longsword, and I could do with that longsword, we find some sort of game of chance, and the winner gets the longsword, and when the next longsword comes up, the others play for the sword.
I think
Actually,
that-
you know what? We don't know the paladin's going to be with us yet. I also kind of think on that a minute, but like, you know what, Braxton? I would think you kind of deserve it more being in our group for as long as you have.
Hey.
Yeldin, remember you have the 3 arrows that are magical.
Yeah, you
but
already
like-
have
And the
magical
studded
items.
leather armor.
And the armor, yep. On the other hand, Braxon has a ring.
Yeah, Braxton's
Oh,
got a ring.
I was
don't
thinking
think
And
we
those
chose
arrows
Yeldin
are
could
going
use
to
it
be
too.
one use only.
And I'm the only person without any magic gear at all.
Yeah, but you're also new, and to a certain extent, the party doesn't know that you're actually a party member yet.
True. So I'm just hanging around right now, just waiting until they figure out what they're gonna do with me.
Yeah, I keep on forgetting about you, Yeldin. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I used 2 long swords.
Leva turns
Forget
around
about
to Yeldin and says, "What are your plans for the future?"
Well, right now I don't have any leads for what I'm looking for, so I'll probably kick around. And besides, with the rest of you, we owe favors to a couple of the Elven Church. So
Okay. What about Ockar? What are your plans?
I
Do you-
gotta stick
Are
around
you
for a
going to stay
while.
with us, or what did you have planned?
Well, I was planning on doing. Well, if you don't want me to stick around, I could. I was planning on before I got assigned to this. I was planning on doing more work for my church, but if you still need me, I could stick around.
Anyways,
That's not
I
an
kinda
that's
like-
not an anyways thing. They're role playing
I
this
was
out.
just thinking. I was just thinking we could just roll. Oh, do we have? Does anybody down here have dice?
No, I
How's
really
what?
want to hear Ockar's plans for the future. I
Right,
don't
right. That part hasn't been role played out yet. Let's keep going with that.
Braxon goes to Ockar and says, "Well, we could certainly use another person in the group."
Yeah, we used to have another wizard, but yeah, things didn't work out.